It's time for a battle. It's time for the Barcode Battle number 2. The Barcode Battler number 2. I have never seen something like this before. I came across this with Magic Button, so I just needed to pick it up because I just wanted to do an unboxing, messing around with it and show you here on the channel. So consider subscribing because a lot of these great items here on the channel and a lot of stuff I've reviewed. But okay, so let's talk about the Barcode Battler number 2. What is it and what can you do with it? Because it's cards with a barcode, but what else? So the first released Barcode Battler was from Epoch, like this version in Japan only. There was a version that looked similar like this version that was released worldwide back in the day, but it only had a white casing. Despite it wasn't a big success in Japan, in Europe they did not sell many of these units. Because in Europe we had the Game Boy and Game Gear, so basically needed to compete with those systems. And that was very hard to do because this barcode scanner in general doesn't have a graphical interface. It's just basically old school technology like a brick game. But it was in Japan a big success, so they made the Barcode Battler number 2. And this is the version that we're going to unbox today and just going to play around. So I'll give you a quick demonstration how it works. So inside the packaging we are going to get the manual. Of course it is all in Japanese and so far I can see there is no English. But I think it's pretty cool as you look at other animations and they got quite a good explanation how the system works, because there is a lot of stuff you need to know before you can even play the barcode. It looks quite simple, but at the end when you want to play it, it is quite complex. It is basically a strategy game what I understand of, when combined with cards you can fight each other. Here we're having the unit itself. Okay, so let's take a closer what we're going to get more with this. Here at the left we're having the cards, or the first stack of them. And I can tell you I really like how they are looking. Here at the back we're having the barcodes, because you need to swipe it like a card in the machine itself, so it can get recognized and read out. So when you're looking closely at the cards, you can see it has an indication if it's an enemy, a power. This is a wizard, another wizard, an enemy. Let's see, what is this? Let's see, this side, this is a wizard. And you even have the full cards, not this one, but this. It looks kind of cool. This is a boss card, so quite nice in my opinion. It's a soldier again. Alright, and what do we have more? Let's take, we have a lot of super soldiers, super wizard. And here we're having a weapon like the P sword. But what I think is pretty cool that we're having quite some different characters, soldiers, enemies, and I really like the animations on the cards. They are very cool. The cards itself are very thick cardboard, so you don't damage them very easily. I always would say try to put a sleeve on them, but it would be a little bit difficult because we're having a barcode and we need to slide it through the item. The GP Rocket Weapon 19. We're having some extra items like Protector 12, and the list goes on and on and on. We're having news. I don't be honest, I don't know what some of these are doing. We're having another Protector card, endpoint, and we're having some blanks. So that's about the cards. I just wanted to give you a close look about how the quality is and how the animations are on the cards itself, where you're going to play with eventually. Pretty cool in my opinion. I think that is something, even if you want to be a collector of these cards, that can be very cool. I don't know if you can buy them separately or how that worked back in the day. The Barcode Battler number 2 has a lifespan from 1991 up to 1995 in Japan. I don't know if it was a little bit of the same lifespan in Europe, but I'm guessing because it was not popular like the previous model, they didn't have the same lifespan, because I did see it many times with Japanese special or exclusive items. But okay, nevertheless with this item it was quite interesting because the Battler 2 had some, let's say, provided with enhanced functionalities. It features an extended single player mode, a wider variation of game elements, and it seems to be they even added an interface for this device. So later on Nintendo licensed the product so you can use it with their game system, the Famicom and the Super Famicom, and there were even some more ways to use it, for example the interface on the Nintendo GameCube with an e-reader. So it's quite interesting that they didn't have this all in the European zone or the US, but in Japan they took it just a little bit farther with this Barcode Battler. So this is what you're going to get with this Barcode Battler, and I think even if you just want to use it like a standalone device, it's a quite interesting concept, and I was hoping that we've seen it back in the day. I think it's more like similar like Pokemon cards, but you just use a barcode scanner. You grab your card, you hold it in the right position, and you're just going to swipe it like this. So at the left side we're having for the left player the power and the battle, the buttons that we're going to use when you want to play the game. I did some trying and messing around with it, and here you can just basically set your move or the thing you want to do. At the right side we're having the air power and the air battle. Basically we're having the same functionalities like the left player, because this is for player 2. Okay, so at the front side we're having the on off switch, select, and the set button that we're going to need to using the system itself. And of course we're having the display. So let's power it on. And let's try. As you can see, now we need to have a battle set. And here we need to set up all the settings what we're going to do. So quite interesting. We're having some tiny LEDs that indicate what is the position in. For example, we have the battle side and which player is ready to fight. And this is what I tried to tell you in the beginning of this video with a more like a brick game. It's a quite basic technology compared of course with the Game Boy and the Game Gear back in the day. So that was the only thing that we're going to get on the display. Alright, so let's do a quick battle. I'm just going to do a small demo for you so you can see how it works. I hope I'm doing it right because I can't read the manual. I've been messing around with it for quite some time before even making the video. Alright, so let's grab 2 cards. We're having an enemy and we're having a boss, just for fun, just to mess around with it. And as you can see, we're having now some information in the display itself. Alright, so in the next step what we're going to do is selecting the next player. Okay, so let's see if I can get it to work. And now you can see we have the second card scanned in, and we're having different power levels and attack speed and all the other information. And what we're going to do is here we can choose the thing that we want to do. Alright, let's see if I can set it up. Now the other player can choose. Alright, so let's choose something. And that's it. I'm guessing that's what it was. So this was just a quick demonstration how it works to give you more like an idea. I find it always super fascinating to see these brands I have never heard of, or this weird, obscure and awesome products that we have never seen before, simply because they were not popular in Europe or the US. So yeah, let me know in the comments, did you ever see something like this, or are you familiar with the brand? I want to thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, hit the little bell, stay strong, stay positive, and stay wicked.